Okay, long time no record. Welcome to another episode. I faced some minor slash major setbacks, but we're here recording again, and we wish we could start the recording with some good news to say, okay, we've been away for like a very long time due to some personal reasons, but
Yeah.
at least when we're coming back, we should want to talk about good news, but there's not been good news about United for like the past month. It's been so horrible in terms of results, in terms of how we play, the passion about the players, injuries, player availability, the owners making some decisions. Recently coming out of the FA Cup against Fulham on penalties,
Mm-hmm.
going to face Real Sociedad in Spain. I don't even know what to say at this point because watching these games, I can remember one time when I said, okay, when Amorim first joined, the issue that we're focusing on was actually scoring, and I remember saying, oh, we actually haven't considered a lot, and it seems the defense is very solid that we won't consider a lot. The only problem that we have is scoring.
Bruh.
I remember saying that quite vividly. Now, the issue is both scoring and not conceding, playing good football, maintaining playing good football. At this point, see, look, I just got back from work and I've not even undressed. I was like, nah, it's important that we do this episode. I've not even settled. It just needs to be talked about. Like, I don't even think I'm going to analyze the games so much. My own is what's wrong with the team and what can we do? What should the coach do? And as fans, what should our expectations be? Are we going to hold Amorim responsible from now, or are we just giving him the off throughout this season to the end of the season, whether we get a trophy or not? Why our expectations should be, you know, who should leave, who should stay? What exactly is the problem? What would you say?
So the thing is, for me, I feel it's time that we stop believing United is a big club because this thing has been coming for a long time. Yeah, under the previous managers, like we've never actually. It's been a long time since United has properly dominated. Like being a team that that is one of the biggest teams in the league. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's been a while since we've not dominated like how Liverpool are currently doing, how City have done, even how Arsenal like, did the past couple of seasons. We haven't really dominated that
The
much in a
last time
very
that we
long time.
played well enough to try to challenge, do you know what the fans said?
There was no
They
pattern
said,
of play.
yes, no pattern of
Eh,
play, individual brilliance, vibes
exactly.
manager.
Exactly. So
Oh
I
my.
feel now because of all the what's it called new ownership, the FFP,
Mm.
the poor recruitment, it's just time to accept that this club is not doing anything anytime soon. Because you can't change 11 players at once. You can't change. There's only so much you can do.
Mm.
So for the next 2-3 years, I'm ready to accept the rubbish we're currently seeing. Because it's a long time coming. It's a
I
long
wouldn't
time.
say it's a long time coming because it's not like we deserved it. But
No, we don't deserve it. Like I'm not
mm,
saying we deserve it, but like there has been signs of us like declining gradually the past couple of years.
well, I already accepted it like two
I've
seasons
accepted it
ago.
now.
So it's good that you're accepting it now. Welcome.
I've
But
accepted
unfortunately,
it.
that's not how the club should be. But that's our reality at the moment.
Exactly. You just have to accept reality.
You just have to accept it.
Mm.
And it doesn't help when there's like the back and forth and very controversial topics going around, like, okay, who exactly is dragging us back? Is it the owners?
Yeah.
Is it the players? If it's the players, which players?
And another thing I've noticed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So another thing I've
It's
noticed
one
is
thing. Okay. Hmm.
okay, sorry, fans constantly say the players are not good enough. Our best player is not good enough. Blah blah blah. So why do you expect something elite, top four performances from players you constantly criticize are not good enough?
And then that's when you now have to go to the manager.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm saying, okay, so now look, that system that is trying to play is obviously
Yeah.
something very unfamiliar either to the players or to the league itself.
Both.
Uh, and as players, you should be able to adapt. You are professionals. You should be able to
Definitely.
adapt.
You're being paid big money.
So that should not be an excuse like throughout. Now let's start. We should start looking at the players individually. Like Onana, a lot of people have
Mhm.
said, as usual, anytime he makes a mistake, people always come out to say it was a mistake for us to go for him. Like it was a downgrade from David. And like
Mhm.
I saw some discourse after the Fulham game saying when we went to the shootouts, they weren't confident that Onana was going to save any. But in my
That's a
head, I'm
lie.
like, that doesn't make any sense if
Exactly.
Onana has saved half penalties. Like
Yes,
Onana
please.
has saved 7 for United,
Mm-hmm.
and throughout David's career in United, he saved just 14. So he has saved half already. So to say
In
that
in 2
you are
years.
not confident, I can clearly remember like important penalties that Onana has saved for us.
Yes, now
So I
since
do.
the
So what
Champions League
exactly do
last
you
season.
mean? What exactly do you mean you were not confident? Like what exactly wasn't giving you that confidence? He's a
It's
good
just people
he's a
talking
good
for the
shot
sake of
stopper. The penalties that the Fulham players took were very good, especially the Thunderbirds one. Like, do you want Onana to like fly and do some acrobatics and save it? No. Um, the defense, Maguire, Delete, Mazraoui. I have no issues with them, honestly. I have
and
absolutely no issues with them.
like something I've
That
noticed
that's
actually.
it just doesn't go your way, and some people
Mhm.
might say, "Oh, we are settling for mediocrity or something." No, like see that Fulham game, the day was top. Like his performance was top. He
Mhm.
did the best that he could, but
Exactly.
unfortunately, like we lost the game.
Hmm.
Maguire as well, his improvements
Our defense
on the
was even to
ball.
blame for that
It
one. Our
was
defense was great.
it was. Now let's go into the midfield. Like
Mhm.
Bruno, as usual, I'm just leaving him out of it. I don't even need to say too much about it.
Exactly. Like no need to comment.
Um, Dalo,
Exactly.
um, uh, Dalo has been abysmal for a couple of weeks. He might show some brightness
Most
during
of
the
the season.
games, but the consistency, it's not there. It's absolutely not there, and it's hasn't gotten to the point where it's frustrating. But because honestly, United doesn't frustrate me so much anymore, which is very sad. Because you want to be used to winning, and then when you lose, you get frustrated. But when you are too used to losing, you actually don't get frustrated anymore, which is very bad.
Just like a normal day.
Um, Ahmad losing Ahmad is like a really really big blow. Is a really really
Yes.
big blow. I saw a picture of Mount going out with like ex Chelsea players, and I can't lie, that actually hit a nerve because I really like Mount, and I
We know.
like him as a
Everybody
player,
knows.
and I respect him as everybody knows. But
Mm.
seeing that was very very disappointing
I didn't even see that.
because you're supposed to. It was on Twitter, and people were like, oh, if this was like a certain player, what people would say. You also saw like Grealish being drunk, getting out of like a pub or something. And we're like,
Yeah.
if this was a certain player, like the standards that United players are held to in the media
It's
is
insane.
the double standard is like it's so high. And when I saw Mount in that, I'm like, look, your team is going through like a really horrible patch. Ahmad was in that game in crutches, in the Fulham game in crutches,
Mhm.
supporting. Not sure if Mount was in that game as well, but I didn't see anything about
I
Mount in
doubt he
that
was
game.
there.
Not sure. I didn't see
Because I
any
haven't
video,
seen
any
anything
images
of
to
him in
support.
any of the games since he's been injured. Like I don't think he comes
Oh
for the
no no
games.
no.
So
He came for a few. I think he came for a few.
uh,
I
I
remember.
don't think
Yeah,
I noticed him on
but
any.
but but to see that was like you shouldn't allow things like this to actually happen because it would bring out like people would ask questions would that might undermine the authority of the manager and it seemed like United you wouldn't want that to be happening. Um,
Mm.
Xerxes is just very unfortunate.
I
I
agree.
think he's so good a player. Like his flair, his control, his
Technical ability,
composure.
100.
It's like it's
Mm.
so good. He just lacks that pace. If he has the pace that maybe Garnacho or Rasmus has,
You see, the thing
Like
is,
he'll 100% be lethal, but you just can't have
exactly.
everything as a player.
But one thing I've noticed about him is, like, watching him play the past few games and
Hmm.
like the improvement, the heaps and bounce he's made. I feel we dominate games and he doesn't really get to play extremely well.
Mm.
It's because usually in the situations where he tends to get the ball, he needs to like dribble and get away from the defender. And we both know
Mm.
he's not that quick. He's not that rapid. He needs to pass the ball quickly.
He needs to
But
pass
in a
the ball away.
situation where he doesn't need to run, or maybe he could play intricate 1-2s, I feel
Hmm.
like we'll get the best out of him.
Okay. So what about okay, so Rasmus now. So the thing about Rasmus is, in fact, I believe I would probably rather try and test Mazraoui in that number nine position than
Or
Rasmus.
Bruno again, honestly.
The no, you can't play Bruno anywhere else at the moment aside a deep line playmaker.
Exactly,
If
because we'll
not,
be finished.
nothing is going to go to the front.
The ball won't get there. That's actually
It
another
won't
thing
get
to
there.
consider.
It won't get there.
Hmm.
So Rasmus, and being a striker and looking at him, he is very much a confidence player, and not having like these goals to help has really it has been so bad on his performance. And Chidobe playing in that same game proved a little bit to show that he is the one that is not getting in the right positions, not that we are
Precisely.
not feeding him the ball.
Yeah.
Chidobe's performance is 16, so I can't even blame him for anything. He was good
Yeah, but three big
to an
chances.
extent,
Like he got
but
himself in the
but
position for three
but
big chances.
no, 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 no. This one is even on Chidobe. I'm like, there were like two
Oh,
chances
he's
that
the
he
one I'm
had
talking about.
that he should have
Like he
buried.
got himself in very good positions, but just couldn't finish.
He
But you
should
can't
have
blame him
buried.
because he's 16. He shouldn't be the one that
He
has to
should have
score goals for us.
should have buried. He shouldn't be. That's the thing. He shouldn't be. It would have been so
Mm,
poetic if he did. The
yeah,
last one
headline.
where he got the ball with that Leno save, he should have he
Yeah,
should have he should have had that one. He should have had that one. But I'm not going to hold it against him at all. We shouldn't have a
exactly.
16-year-old. We shouldn't be saying a 16-year-old should be bailing us
Relying
out. That's
precisely.
very embarrassing. That's so
Yeah.
horrible. Okay.
I thank God that the
So,
imbecile,
and I
I'm not
think
calling anybody.
the only issue that I have with starting him is, they say, if you are young enough, if you are young enough, you are good enough, or something like that.
You're good enough. I can't remember what to say
I can't
is.
remember if you are good enough, if you are young enough, or
If you're
something like
good
that.
enough, you're old enough,
I
or
mean, if you are good
something.
enough, you are old enough. Sorry. Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. So, but the amount of pressure that can come with a United player not playing so well in a game, or being non-existent in a game, can affect his progress, which is just what I'm afraid of. So I think for now, he should be coming off the bench rather than start.
Yeah.
It would be very detrimental if, because there were a lot of times during the games, there was a very long period where he didn't have a touch in that Fulham game.
Hmm.
He wasn't
But
like, let's be honest, he wasn't pressing enough, as much
he
as
wasn't.
we would say Rasmus would. Again, he's 16, so I'm not holding it against him. But I'm saying
Exactly.
if he does that for 90 minutes, it would probably affect his development. So I think risking still starting Rasmus should be the way, and him coming off the bench would have a bit more impact and would ease the pressure a little bit from him rather than him starting.
Yeah. Personally, I'm giving Rasmus 2 more games. I don't want Chido to start against Sociedad. I don't want him to start against Arsenal either. But after the Arsenal game, he should be starting. If Rasmus doesn't jack up, he
Imagine,
should be starting.
imagine. No, imagine Chile Obi comes on against the Arsenal game and wins us the match. Ooh, that
I
would be
just don't
so
want to say it out
big.
loud. That's my prayer.
Oh, I don't jinx up already. But yeah, so going into the Real
Mm.
Sociedad match, like, what should we expect, and who should be who should well, I think we have a standard starting lineup, because I just saw the traveling squad, and damn, that team is so ass. Like, the bench is it's gone. But
Didn't even bother checking it.
but what should we expect going into that match? I haven't been watching Real Sociedad game, so I wouldn't say so much about them. But can we even expect a win from United at all throughout this season? You know what's funny? Between January and February, there was a very long period where we thought we were losing games, but we were actually just playing so horrible. But we lost just one game for like a stretch. We
Yeah,
lost just one game, drew one, and we won the rest. It's just that we were winning it like at the dead of the game,
yeah,
like in the
90
90
minutes
plus
plus.
minutes. We'll just be winning and then we'll
Mm.
play horrible. What exactly should we expect?
So the thing is, me personally, I always expect United to win, even when we're the worst team in the world. It's
Usually.
like
That's
I
like
can't help it at this point.
no matter how much
I
you
can't
talk
help it at this
about it.
point. Exactly, and I know I haven't really watched like too much of Sociedad. I think I watched the game against Madrid or something. But they
Mm-hmm.
haven't exactly been great this season either. Like they've not been the way they were like a few seasons ago. They've not been too good.
Mm.
So I expect us to be able to do something, but we don't have like the greatest record going to Spain. That's the thing. But new manager,
Greatest
mostly
record going
new.
to Spain at the moment. We don't have the greatest record scoring. So where exactly are
We
we
don't have
going
a
to?
greatest record doing anything good at this moment. But yeah, I'm expecting more of what we've been seeing. And the thing is, like the Fulham match wasn't actually that bad because we don't like we
No,
concede goals, but like the
the
goals
second
are
half
very
and the
very
extra time was very good. Second half and
yeah.
extra time
So
was
like
very good. I feel, you know something. No one checked, but I don't think that corner kick was actually a corner. The one that they scored, because
I
Bruno,
didn't
I
can't
saw
remember.
Bruno complaining or something, and I thought that at this point would have gotten a replay or something to show if it was a corner or no. But I don't think it was a corner, and I think that just set off like the set the team off like a little bit, and before we got
Yeah,
into positions, like the mindset wasn't
that's
just
the thing.
quite there.
Referees' decisions always
Yeah.
messes with your mental. Like,
But still, we've
but,
considered like the most corner kicks in the Premier League, or we're joint top
but we've also
of most goals
yeah,
conceded by set pieces. Sorry, is it set pieces
yeah,
or
but
corners? I'm
at
not even
least
sure.
the bonus. I think it's corners. I
Mm.
think the bonus there is we've been scoring quite a number of set pieces ourselves now.
We
So
just
there's
scored. We
development on one
scored
end.
three against Everton, and then I can remember two more. Well,
No,
we
the
had so
overall
many.
record for this season is
Mm-hmm.
better than last season. Like it's much better than last season.
Okay.
So there's improvement. It's very little, but there is improvement there. Let's just hope by next season there'll be much better improvement
Yeah, much better.
because
Much better.
that's the only thing. And on the Sociedad game, I expect us to do well. For some reason, I don't know why. And I hope you trust the young players. Let him. Dogu is available now.
Yes, yes, yes. The red card is only for one
Let
game.
him put in the young players. Personally, I don't mind him starting Chido. I do not mind it at all. He gets himself into good positions. If we try to like impose ourselves on the game early,
Mm.
he could do something. Like he has shown that there's something special in the boy. So I
Okay.
really don't mind. I'm expecting a good game.
Okay. Okay. All right then. No much talk for me. I think that's everything from me, and I don't really have much to add. Really, it's just a really difficult time as a United fan to even like
Yep.
go into every game to watch. Like it's getting tiring. Like I'm not tired, but it's getting tiring.
When's the season ending?
It depends. If we reach the Europa League final, it will end in June for us. But if not, May.
Okay. Good. Okay.
All right, now I think with that we'll be able to end this episode. And for anyone
Yeah.
watching, let's know what your comments are on the whole situation about United, and what you expect from us. Do you think we can go all the way to miraculously win the Europa League or not? And we'll see you next time.
Peace.